morning, all. Welcome to the pre-market report of May 17th. I am Benu from Acumen Capital. Today morning is very important for Indian market because of LIC IPO listing. Anyway, we have a better global setup today morning. Asian markets are trading higher, especially China and Hong Kong markets are trading more than 1.5%. Japan also trading higher by 0.5%. Singapore Nifty is trading in a small positive range. Yesterday, US market ended mixed. Dow Jones closed slightly higher by 26 points, while S&P 500 still facing pressure, and Nasdaq closed down by almost 1%. So yesterday was a seesaw day for US market. Most of the growth companies, tech companies are facing pressure. Amazon, Apple were down by 1%, while Twitter and Tesla down more than 5%. Say there is a concern about growth stocks right now because of China economic data. Yesterday, the China economic data came sharply on the downside, and there are some worries about global growth going forward when a high interest rate period is there. So, in US market, the investors are worried about the Fed policies, and due to the high interest rates, there is a possibility of recession in US. So these factors are there in investors' mind right now. So markets are trading in a very narrow range, especially in US. And today, some of the important economic data is there. The US retail sales will be out today, and it is important when we consider that the recent inflation numbers are on the higher side, and consumer sentiment in US also on the downside. So today's retail sales data is important for market, and the US Fed chairperson is addressing a seminar conducted by Wall Street Journal. So the comments from US Fed chair, market is keenly waiting for that. So all these things are important for US market. And for our market, the most important part is that yesterday Brent crude prices moved again on the higher side. It moved to $115 per barrel, a 2% rise. This is on expectation that China demand will soon start coming in. The Shanghai is planning to reopen most part of the city by June 1st. Remember, last month in April, China processed 11% below its normal levels in crude market. So market is expecting more demand coming from China in coming months. And again, the European diplomats are on the hope that they could reach an agreement very soon regarding a ban on Russian oil. So these factors are there in crude market, and crude is slowly moving higher. So in our market today, all these factors will come to play. We know that today is very important because of LIC listing. But before that, we have to check some other stock specific news. So today, couple of important results there. First one is Bharati Airtel, then IOC, DLF, PI Industries, Bajaj Electricals, EID Pyari, IRP Infra, Kajaria Ceramics, Zydus Wellness. So important mid-cap companies are announcing results today, and market is expecting very strong results from Bharati Airtel. their net profit may move to 2,100 crore. So it will be almost double than the previous quarter. So a strong number from Bharati Airtel is expected. Then regarding the result reaction, yesterday VIP Industries announced a decent set of numbers. Their consolidated net profit is at 12 crore, and margins also improved. Margin moved to more than 9% this quarter. Then positive numbers from GSK Pharma, Raymond. Raymond's margin improved to 14.5%. MCX also good numbers came. So a lot of results reactions may be there. Other than that, we have the news that Persistent Systems got an order from GP Bank of UK. Then KEC International won orders worth more than 1,150 crore. Oil marketing companies may be under pressure because crude oil is again moving higher. So watch out that space. Then IGL, there is a news that the company is going to increase the prices of CNG by 2 rupees per kilogram. There is a news that Shobha promoter has pledged 3.43% of equity. So these stocks may be in the watch list today. Now the most important thing, LIC IPO listing. Say as of now, grey market is showing a discount for the IPO. IPO price was at 949 rupees. And see, during the IPO time, there was a premium in grey market of around 70 rupees. Now that premium is over. Now there is a discount of around 20 to 30 rupees. It is because of the global situation. Now growth concerns there, inflation fears there, interest rate hike season is going on. So all these are putting pressure on this IPO listing. There may be a price of 920 to 930 rupees at the listing time. But even at that price, it may not be a loss for the retail investors, because retail investors got the IPO at 904 rupees. And especially the LIC policy holders got it at 888 rupees. So there may not be any loss for retail investors if LIC lists at 920 rupees or above that. But the main concern is how the stock will perform in the future. To analyze that, we have to consider some positive and negative factors of the company. LIC, as we know, is having 65% market share in the segment, insurance segment. And they are having a huge AUM base, assets under management, 45 lakh crore worth assets are with the LIC. And they are holding more than 1% stake in 283 NSE listed stocks. So the size is huge. And their brand name is very popular. They are one among the top global insurance companies. All these positive things are there. And the issue price was attractive in the sense that their persistency ratio. There are two parameters to analyze an insurance company. One is persistency ratio. That is the number of policy holders who are renewing the policy. So that persistency ratio is 67 for LIC. So that was an attractive factor. Then another factor for this IPO is that their embedded value is just 1.1%. When you compare this with other listed insurance companies, it is much cheaper. These are the positive factors of LIC. But there are some negative factors. One is that their margins are very lower. It's around 9 to 9.25%. But when you compare this with the other listed private insurance companies, most of them are having a margin of more than 25%. So LIC's margin is on the downside. Another factor is that, see, all the large IPO listings, they are not giving any major returns to the retail clients. See, the recent listing of Paytm, we all know the story. Before that, Coal India in the initial period gave positive returns, but after that, if you think about the medium to long term of Coal India, it is not giving any good return to the retail investors. So all the big IPOs listings were on the downside. So these are some of the negative factors. But anyway, it is considered that for medium to long term, LIC is still a hold only. Because see, after the listing, LIC may be the fifth largest company in terms of market capitalization in India. So nobody can ignore that company. Any institutional investors, they should include LIC in their investment list. One more factor to watch, during LIC IPO, there was a lack of participation from foreign investors. See, the issue was subscribed by 2.9 times. That is around 43,000 crore it collected during the IPO. But FIIs invested only 2,300 crores. Only two major funds, Government of Singapore and one pension and endowment fund from Norway invested as anchor investors. Other than that, there is lack of participation from foreign investors to this IPO. So we have to wait and watch what will be the future reaction of FIIs towards this company. But anyway, today will be an important day because of this IPO listing. Now, regarding market, yesterday, after 7 days of continuous downside, market closed higher. But one factor to consider here, say the volatility index also moved higher yesterday. Normally, it may not happen, like market going up and volatility index also going up. Yesterday, VIX moved up by 4.5% and closed above 24 level. This 24, this is the weekly chart of volatility index. This 24 level is important. In the last 4 years, only 3 or 4 times VIX closed above this 24 mark. So it shows that there are see, in coming days, we should expect more volatility in the market. See, there are two charts in the screen. On top, it's a weekly chart, and here the daily chart of Nifty. See, in the daily chart, you can see that right now market is very near to its recent low on March 8th. That is 15,670. So, in the short term, market should get support around this 15,670. It should not break that level in the short term. And yesterday, there is a doji formation in the daily chart. That also shows that there is going to be some trend change very soon. We don't know today it will happen or next couple of days. But anyway, there may be some trend change very soon. So 15,670 is very important as of now. And you can see that in the past also, this is the weekly chart of Nifty. So 15,670 and 15,430. These are the important levels to watch in the next couple of days. So if market crosses below this support range, that is between 15,430 to 15,670, then it may face more downside. And now say that the charts are showing that there is lower top and lower bottom formation. So watch out this support zone in the coming days too. And for today, say after a sideways opening, the first level to watch is 15,889, and if market stabilizes above this level, say today at 10 a.m. the IPO LIC IPO will list. So after that, the market sentiment is very important. So if stays above 15,889, the first minor resistance at 15,965, and on top of that, 16,020 is a sentimentally important level. And if market can sustain above this level for some time, then we can see more momentum on the upside. But anyway, this is the resistance zone, 16,130 to 16,170. That is the resistance zone. And on the downside, as I said, say last 3 days, market is getting support around 15,740. Last 3 days low is around 15,740. Below that, 15,670 is the very important level to watch. And lower levels are 15,590 followed by 15,506. This video is for educational purpose only. Thank you for watching.